Put that vest down. Like a young, fresh out.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here on 2K Sports alongside Shaq and Kenny the Jet. The playoff picture coming into focus, but still a handful of games yet to be played.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We've got NBA basketball in store from New Orleans, Louisiana, the home of the Pelicans, right here on 2K Sports. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. You look at the Cavaliers. 3 games back from the top seed. They're right in the mix with the other top teams.
And right now for the Cavaliers, and you have to love the way this team is playing. No one was really talking about them at the beginning of the year. Now they're one of the hottest teams in the league.
Well, Greg, we're talking about them now, right? This terrific start certainly has the attention of the rest of the league.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Thompson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Young. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Gasol and at the 3. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to the Boston Celtics.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly. Sometimes that emotion really comes out.
Wall finds Griffin. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Young. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Young's got the game going here with the first basket for the Cavs. And you know, Greg, it's amazing the impact Young makes, especially, of course, on the offensive end.
High-level shot maker, a threat the moment he crosses half court. Instinctive playmaker, just needs to play more within himself and avoid over-dribbling.
Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Gasol. No good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
The shot from the low post is good.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Young's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Warren kicks to Wall. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Well, he carves out the space he needs, just the finish was not good.
Ball, the pass to Thompson. Back to Ball. Lets it go with a 3. They get it again. Valanciunas, and it's blocked.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Valanciunas inside, and it's good for 2.
But, Kevin, this guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Now here's Lamb. Kicks it to Ayton. 5 on the clock. Warren the pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Boy, that's the length of Jonas Valanciunas on the defensive end. Not easy to get a shot over the 7-footer.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Young with the ball. Last game we saw him score 13. Here's Gasol. And too long on the shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
That's the end of the quarter.
Some big goals for John Wall, looking to become...
just keep getting better defensively.
And GA, that's exactly what you want to hear from your leader.
And if he stays healthy, Wall has the talent to put himself in that MVP conversation. He's that kind of player.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Well, Greg, playing bully basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted at the rack, they've got it.
They've got Warren all out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Griffin, and it's Dayton in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Young outside. Some teams in reality, Doris, are out of the playoff picture right now. They've entered the evaluation phase of their season. Talk about what is involved there in that process.
Well, we've seen this before, Kevin, and there are nights where we're covered games where we know, okay, this is an organization that is assessing things from top to bottom. So which players, particularly the young players, need minutes so that they can accelerate their development? Which veterans are going to be a long-term part of the equation, because then you want the young guys and those veterans to have their collective experience start to grow. So there's a lot going on here from an evaluation standpoint when you're out of the playoff picture.
Great reveal of the front office and the way they think and want to process things.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
The shot's good.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Now, here's Wall. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. And the shot goes in. Wall's got his second basket of the night. And John Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
After a shaky start, boy, he's found the range. Good second quarter for him.
At the elbow, Griffin. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. And that one's good, Dayton.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Now, here's Ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
His first shot coming late. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Lamb's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans. Ball dishes to Young. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lamb, good. Lamb's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Young. He has 7. Over in the corner, Gasol. The pass to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. But they recover it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Valanciunas, good.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Here's Wall. He has 5. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. What did you think? And that does it for our half.
A view from the sky above of this lovely city as we make our return to New Orleans, Louisiana. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Cavaliers shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. John Wall, probably as pure a point guard as you're going to find in the NBA.
And go back to what his college coach told John Wall at the start of his NBA career. Your speed is lethal, and he has become a master at manipulating that speed and turning it into great shots for himself or great shots for his teammates. And what I appreciate perhaps more than anything else about John Wall, aside from his competitive streak, is his commitment to make himself a better...
Well, anyone looking for highlights, because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Warren against Thompson. Passes it to Ball. The 11-footer, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And you see Ball there making the right read off that pick and roll. He really does excel at coming off for the shot. The D's going to have to fight over the top and force him to drive. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Gasol against Warren. Pass the ball. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Ball no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Wall. Here's Lamb. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Lamb's got 6 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more of. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
Ball against Ball. Clock at 6. Outside Warren. Over Gasol. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know, by now, I don't think there's much question. Mark and his brother Powell are the best 1-2 brother punch in NBA history. How about over 30,000 points combined?
Here's Lamb. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lamb's got 4 this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
On its way from Young for 2. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Dayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Goes up the baseline. And the shot by Warren, no good. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Ball against Ball. And it's blocked.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Here's Lamb, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
And Valanciunas kicks the ball. Puts it up. It's good, and the New Orleans lead has got back down to 3 on the basket from Marc Gasol. Outside, Wall. On the wing, Lamb. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pelicans. No good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans lead by 5. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So for New Orleans right now, all out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Warren. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Young's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 5. To the middle, here's Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wall's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Pelicans.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shots good from Young.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
Wall passes to Ayton. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks the ball. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points for Lonzo Ball.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Ayton, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Lonzo Ball picks one up. Free throw drops for Ayton. So he gets them both.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Thompson looking for an opening. To the wing right side. Ball, the pass to Valanciunas. Ball with the steal. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Good D by Thompson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Gasol against Griffin. The shot's good from Gasol.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Lamb. Over Young. Here's Ayton. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Wahoo just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down. And that's a big whistle.
Ball kicks to Gasol. Back to Ball. The pass to Young. Outside Gasol. Back to Young. 5 to shoot. Ball with a block.
You see the wingspan and the timing by John Wall. What a defensive effort. He needs to stop shooting the ball right now. This is hurting his team.
Inside. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from Wall. And it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Thompson passes the ball. He kicks to Gasol. Shot's good from Young.
And he's just putting the team on his back when he's needed most.
Don't you just love to see that confidence when taking these big shots?
On the wing, Lamb. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to the right wing. The kick out to Wall. Over ball. It falls.
Oh, you love to see guys come through in the clutch. A nice play by John Wall.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 4. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Fred Hoiberg was talking with his team during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
It's the first. That will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth. So it's the Cavaliers now. Buries it from outside.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And so timeout taken by Alvin Gentry. Ball against Wall. To the inside. Lamb. Money!
There is a reason John Wall's name is always at the top of the leaderboard in assists in the NBA. Understanding how to dissect a defense.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. What a show, David. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Listen when you talk back. Listen when you talk back.